Imagine a world in grayscale, a barren landscape devoid of vibrancy and life. This world is quiet, unchanging, lacking the vivacious energy that colors bring. But then, something magical happens. Flowers, each one a unique masterpiece, begin to bloom, transforming this drab world into a kaleidoscope of colors. Each petal, each leaf, each stem adds a stroke to this living painting. Now picture that same world painted with the vibrant colors of blooming flowers, creating a breathtaking garden. Meet the lavender, a flower that does more than just pleasing the eyes. With origins tracing back to the Old World, this plant is a native of regions as diverse as the Mediterranean, Middle East, India, and parts of Africa. Lavender thrives best in sunny, well-drained areas, making it a versatile addition to any garden. Symbolically, lavender carries a deep meaning of purity, silence, and calmness. Its distinct fragrance is not just a delight to the senses, but also a soothing balm for the mind and soul. Many even believe in its magical ability to ward off evil. When it comes to caring for this tranquil beauty, remember that less is often more. Lavender prefers a less is more approach when it comes to watering. In fact, overwatering can lead to root rot, one of the most common reasons these plants fail. Lavender, a touch of soothing beauty for your garden. Now let's move on to the roses, the undeniable symbols of love. Originating from Asia around 70 million years ago, roses have since spread across the globe, charming us with their elegance and fragrance. They flourish best in well-drained soil with plenty of sunshine. Over time, roses have come to symbolize love, passion, and beauty, making them the perfect choice for expressing heartfelt emotions. Each color of rose carries its own significant meaning. Red roses, for instance, represent deep love and respect, while yellow roses symbolize friendship and joy. Caring for roses may seem daunting to some, but a quick tip to keep them thriving is regular pruning. This not only helps maintain a beautiful shape but also encourages more blooms by removing dead or diseased wood. And let's not forget the variety of roses, from the classic hybrid teas to the charming English roses, each with its own unique beauty. Roses, the epitome of love and elegance. Next up, the dahlias. These dramatic blooms are sure to steal the show. Originating from the high mountain regions of Mexico and Guatemala, dahlias thrive in cool, moist climates. They are often associated with diversity and change, owing to their wide variety of shapes, sizes, and colors. From small ball dahlias to the grand dinner plate dahlias, each bloom is a unique spectacle. What makes dahlias even more interesting is their symbolic meaning. In the Victorian language of flowers, dahlias represent dignity and elegance, a fitting symbolism given their dramatic appearance. Now, here's a quick tip for you. Dahlias love the sun, so make sure to plant them in an area that gets at least 6 hours of sunlight each day. And remember, these beauties prefer well-drained soils and a little bit of pampering to thrive. So don't forget to stake them to support their heavy blooms. Dahlias, a spectacular addition to any garden. Now let's turn our attention to the sunflowers, the sunny giants of the flower world. Originating from North America, sunflowers have journeyed far and wide, gracing gardens across the globe with their sunny charm. These towering beauties, reaching heights of up to 12 feet, thrive in climates where they can bask in full sun. They symbolize adoration, loyalty, and longevity, making them a meaningful addition to any garden. Did you know that the sunflower isn't just one flower? It's actually composed of hundreds of tiny flowers, or florets, clustered together to form the giant sunny face we all know and love. Caring for sunflowers is relatively straightforward. Make sure they get at least 6 hours of sunlight each day and water them regularly. They prefer well-drained soil to prevent waterlogging. Sunflowers, bringing a touch of sunny warmth to your garden. Last but not least, the tulips, the harbingers of spring. These delightful blooms have their roots quite literally in Central Asia, but it was in the Netherlands where they truly found their home. Despite their association with the Dutch, tulips can flourish in a variety of climates, from the chill of Northern Europe to the warmth of Mediterranean lands. Now let's talk symbolism. In the language of flowers, tulips are a declaration of love. But not just any love, a love that's perfect, deep, and consuming. So, planting tulips in your garden is like sowing seeds of affection, watching them grow with each passing day. Caring for tulips isn't a daunting task. Just remember, they prefer well-drained soil and a sunny spot. And here's a quick tip: plant them in the fall, about 6 weeks before the ground freezes, to enjoy their vibrant blooms come spring. Tulips, a simple yet captivating charm for your garden. With these beautiful flowers, you can transform your garden into a stunningly colorful oasis. Now let's dive into creating your dream garden. The first step is understanding optimal planting strategies. It's essential to know that different flowers have different sunlight and soil needs. For instance, sunflowers thrive in full sunlight and well-drained soil, while dahlias prefer partial shade. So when designing your garden, consider the sun and shade patterns throughout the day. Next, think about color balance. A well-balanced garden is visually appealing and brings harmony to the eye. You can achieve this by choosing a color scheme and sticking to it. For instance, a monochromatic scheme uses different shades of a single color, creating a serene and elegant look. On the other hand, a complementary color scheme with colors opposite each other on the color wheel can create a vibrant and energetic feel. Now let's talk about height and texture. Just like in a painting, these elements can add depth and interest to your garden. Plant taller flowers like sunflowers and dahlias at the back of your garden or in the center of an island bed, and progressively step down to shorter ones like roses and tulips towards the front. And finally, don't forget about timing. Some flowers like tulips are early spring bloomers, while others like dahlias bloom in late summer and fall. By mixing early, middle, and late bloomers, you can ensure a continuous display of color throughout the seasons. Creating a visually stunning garden is not just about planting flowers, it's about understanding their needs, playing with colors, heights, and textures, and planning for a continuous show of blooms. With some thought and creativity, you can mix and match these flowers to create a garden that not only looks good but also tells a story. With the right flowers and design, your garden can be a breathtaking sight to behold. The world of flowers is vast and colorful, filled with endless possibilities. Just as an artist brings a blank canvas to life, you too can paint your world with the dazzling hues of nature. The joy of watching a seed sprout, a bud bloom, and a garden flourish is unparalleled. It's a journey of discovery, growth, and immense satisfaction. Embark on your gardening journey today, and don't forget to subscribe for more gardening tips and tricks. Together, we can transform the grayscale into a vibrant garden.